In today's video, we're going to be reviewing this Monzo Bank. Now, I've been using Monzo for about a year now as my main current account. When they first started, they were meant to revolutionise the way banking is done here in the UK. So in this full 2021 review of Monzo, we're going to take a look and see if they've achieved what they set out to do and if they really are the future of banking. In today's video, we're going to look at the security and safety of Monzo, because that's a big issue that people seem to have with online-only banks. We'll take a look at the sign-up process, if it's an extensive process or it's quite easy and efficient. We'll take a look at Apple Pay and Google Pay. Is it compatible and how easy is that to set up? We'll then take a look at arguably the best thing about Monzo, which is the app and some of the benefits and features that it has within it. We'll also look at the customer service, how they deal with their customers and what the customers say about them. We'll take a look at their borrowing and what financial products they offer customers. We'll also take a quick look at the Plus and Premium accounts, as well as discussing any negatives that I've found with Monzo Bank over the year that I've been using them. And before we get into it, if anyone's new here and doesn't know who I am, my name's Peter. I have a degree in accounting and finance and have started my own digital marketing company targeting the financial services niche. I made this YouTube channel to share my knowledge and also document my journey on the road to financial freedom. So I create videos on digital marketing, personal finance and online business. So if any of that sounds it might be interesting or useful to you, please do consider subscribing, because it really helps the channel out and it makes sure that you don't miss any future videos. And with that being said, let's get right into it. So let's talk security. Obviously, with any bank that you put your money into, you want your money to be safe and secure. Monzo are authorised by the PRA and regulated by the FCA. Because Monzo are regulated, they qualify for the Financial Services Compensation Scheme. What that basically is a fund from the government set up to protect our money. That means should anything negative happen to Monzo and they end up going bust, our money is protected up to the value of £85,000. So it's nice to know that security blanket is there should anything go wrong with the bank. But as it's one of the fastest growing banks in the UK, I'd like to think that that's not going to happen. In terms of their internal security systems, I've found that Monzo has a great approach compared to the old school banks. For example, it's 3D secure for online payments. It's set up so that if you make any transactions or payments online, a notification will come up on your phone and you'll have to verify that payment by logging into your app and accepting the payment. I've found this is a great layer of protection to protect your money should you lose your card. And speaking of lost cards, if you're ever in a position where you've misplaced or lost your card, within the app itself, you can freeze the card instantly. That means if anyone has it, they cannot make any payments or transactions using the card. The great thing about this is that if you do find the card, you don't have to order another one and wait 3 to 4 days for it to come. You can simply go into the app and unfreeze the card. Again, this is a great benefit that makes it efficient for customers while also adding that extra security. When you make any payments or transfers actually via the app, you will need to verify your identity again by either entering your security code or using your touch authentication if your phone has that enabled. Again, this is just another layer of security to help protect your money when using the bank. So the sign-up process. This is really easy. All you really need to get set up is 3 things. 1, a phone with a signal. 2, some form of identification. That can be a passport, a driving license, or any of these that are listed on the screen. And 3, basically 5 minutes of your time. The sign-up process goes like this. You download the app, you enter all your basic information like your name, address, phone number, email address that you want linked to the account. You'll then have to upload your ID. You can usually do that by taking a picture of either your passport or your driving license, and then they have to verify that it is actually you, and that's where the technology comes into play. They give you on-screen instructions to record a selfie video that's about 5 seconds long that they will use to compare to the ID to make sure that it is actually you. Once that's done, you just enter the address that you want them to send the card to, and when it arrives, activate it by logging into the app and following the on-screen instructions. And that's it. You're all set up and you have your basic current account with Monzo set up in about 5 minutes of work. I remember when I've set up accounts in traditional banks and I've had to book an appointment, bring a folder with different IDs and bills and proof of addresses, and it takes about half an hour just to get a basic current account set up. So this I found is really efficient and a great experience for the customer, and I wouldn't be surprised if traditional banks start to follow that lead in the future. So once you're all set up, let's talk about payment methods. Obviously you have the card, which you can use as normal chip and pin or contactless payments. But with Monzo, it's also really easy to add your card to your Apple Pay or Google Pay wallets on your phone. The setup takes less than a minute, and once you've done it, you can start spending straight away at anywhere that supports contactless payments, which is basically everywhere nowadays. That makes it super convenient, and if you're ever in a position where you forgot your wallet or forgot your card, you've always got your phone there with you to be able to make payments in case of an emergency. Having said that, I've been caught out a few times where I've gone to the shop, got to the checkout and put everything through, only to find out that my phone battery has died and I don't have the card with me, and it can be quite embarrassing having to put everything back and leave the shop without being able to pay. So I would advise to always have your card with you, or at least a charger. Right, so let's talk about the app. This is probably one of my most favourite things about using Monzo Bank, and I'm not the only one. Last year, Monzo got voted the best banking app in the British Banking Awards, so they must be doing something right. The app is where you basically control everything. It's your online banking, telephone banking, branch banking, all rolled into one. So let's have a look at some of the main benefits and features of using the app. First is pots. You can separate money into your pots by moving it out of your main account. This is really useful if you're trying to save for something specific, like a holiday, or just putting money away for an emergency fund. Putting it into the pot takes it away from your main balance so you don't spend it. It's kind of like a savings account, but it's not actually its own account, it's just a pot within the app. At the time of recording this, Monzo have partnered with Paragon to offer interest within the pots. As it stands now, the pots have a minimum of a £10 deposit. You can make withdrawals from the pot the next working day, and at the moment they offer a 0.15% interest rate within the pots. Now I know that's not the best rate for your savings, but when you consider the convenience of just being able to move money over and back to your main account within the app with just a few taps, and also considering the Bank of England base rate is at 0.1% at the moment, it's actually not too bad for a free account, although there are better out there. Split bills is also another great feature within the app. Now, we've all been there, we've gone out for a meal with friends, and there's always that one who doesn't bring his wallet or forgets his cash conveniently. Well, with this feature within the app, you can select the payment that you want to split with your friends, and then add the friends that you're splitting it with. You can choose to split the bill equally, or alter the payments if someone owes more money or is contributing more. The app will then send a notification to your friend's phone, asking them to approve a payment. All they have to do is approve the payment, and their share will automatically be sent back to you. This is a really useful feature. I know we really can't go out with friends at the moment, well, during the time that this is being recorded, but it really saves the embarrassment of everyone arguing over the receipt, deciding how much that they need to pay. Roundup is another feature within the app. When you set up your pots, you'll have the option to enable the Roundup feature. This is a great feature for you to be able to save money without you really noticing. Basically, every time you spend from your account, whether that be on your card or contactless payments, the app will automatically round up that payment to the nearest pound and deposit the change into your savings pot. For example, if you spend £4.59, the app will round it up to £5, so £5 will go out of your main account. 41 pence change will end up in your savings pot. You probably wouldn't even notice that 41 pence, but over time all these little amounts do add up, so it's a great way to start building up your savings if you're a beginner. If you're trying to find a way to take control of your spending, the app has budgets and categories, which is great for this. The app automatically categorises your spending, whether it be food, transport, bills, or whatever. There are a load of pre-populated categories that the app can detect, or if there's one that's not there, you can create a custom category to put your spendings in. Within the app, you can also set spending budgets, so the app will automatically keep track and will notify you if you're coming up to your budget limit or you've gone over budget for that month. Pay daily is a great feature, and I'm sure many people love it. We've all been there when it comes to the end of the month, just a couple of days before payday, and you've not got much money left. Your friends call you asking you to go out, or you want to get some shopping in, but you have to wait until payday before you're able to. Well, if you're getting a regular monthly deposit into your account, for example your salary, the app will give you an option to get paid daily, usually 1 or 2 days. This is really useful, like I say, for the end of the month when you might be running a little bit low on cash. But it's important to remember, if you do use it, you've got to make the money last right up until your next payday. I didn't mention this during the intro, but it's important to talk about fees. If you ever lose your card and you need a replacement, you can get one delivered for absolutely free, no card charge and no delivery charge. You can withdraw money from any ATM in the UK for free and with no limits on the amount you can withdraw. On the standard account at the time of recording, you can withdraw up to £200 from any ATM abroad in a 30-day period for free. After that, you will be charged 3% on the amount that you withdraw. Having said that, you can use your card at chip and pin or contactless when abroad, for absolutely free. When making any online transfers in the same currency, it's free when doing it through Monzo Bank. However, there are some charges for international transfers. So let's talk about customer service. This is one of the main things that Monzo focus on, as well as the technology, and it's one of the things they're known for. I can say over the year that I've been using them, the customer service has been great. I've had to contact them a couple of times for small things like duplicate payments or a payment not going out, and the agents I've spoke to have been really friendly, really helpful, and sorted the problem out straight away. Now, you'll contact the customer service, as with everything else, through the app. It's done via a chat, so it's basically as if you're texting the agent. People might not like that, but I definitely prefer it to having to go into the branch to get the problem sorted, or waiting on hold for 30 minutes to speak to an advisor who may or may not be the right department to help with your problem. And again, I'm not the only person who's had a good impression with the customer service. Monzo Bank has an excellent 4.5 star rating on Trustpilot, with many of the people leaving the reviews highlighting their excellent customer service. Looking at the borrowing and the financial products that they offer, Monzo do offer overdrafts of up to £1,000 on your account. They have variable EAR rates, and they're typically 19, 29 or 39%. The interest rate you will get depends on your credit score when applying. They also offer loans of up to £3,000. Again, you can choose the length of the loan, how long you want to pay off and how much you want to pay each month. And even during the term of the loan, you can change the payment date if you need to because of your personal circumstances. With both loans and overdrafts, you can receive the money into your account the same day that you apply. And again, like everything, you apply for your borrowing through the app. And if you're not sure what your credit score is or whether you'll be accepted for borrowing, you can check your eligibility for borrowing in the app without affecting your credit score. Finally, let's take a quick look at their paid accounts. They do offer a Plus account, which is £5 per month, and a Premium account, which is £15 per month. In the time that I've been using them, I've only used a free account, and that's been more than enough and met all of my needs. However, with the Plus and Premium accounts, they do have some extra benefits and perks, which I'll put up on screen now. But some of the most notable ones are that you have a higher fee-free withdrawal limit when abroad, and you can earn interest on the money in your main balance without having to put the money into pots. So after 1 year of using Monzo as my main current account, I'm sure you can tell from this review I'm really happy with them. I really do think they have changed the way banking is done in the UK especially, and I don't think I'd ever want to return back to the old way of doing banking. However, when we look at the negatives, there is one that clearly stands out, and that's the fact that you're paying for this convenience and excellent customer services through your interest rates. On the basic account, you don't earn any interest on the main balance of your account, compared to some of the competitors who do offer interest rates. Even if it's a very small rate, it's still better than nothing when the banks are making money just by you putting your money into their bank. And again, at the time of recording, the interest rates that they do offer in the pots is 0.15%. Like I say, that's better than nothing, but it's not going to be life-changing. You do get better interest rates on the Plus and Premium accounts, but like I've said, they have a monthly cost, so you need to weigh up whether that's worth the extra payment or not. Overall though, I think Monzo is a great bank, and I'd definitely recommend it if you're looking to take control of your spending or budget your money better. Let me know in the comments below if you have Monzo and what you think of it. Do you have any pros or cons that I've missed out? I'd love to know. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, please give it a like because it helps out so much, and consider subscribing so you don't miss any future videos. There will be more bank reviews in the future, but if there's any banks in particular that you'd like me to review, please do let me know in the comments and I'll check them out. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.